Don Webster. Thank you very much, everybody. Hi, and welcome again to Academic Challenge. I'm Don Webster, and competing tonight are students from St. Edward, from Mayfield, and from Northwest. We begin the match now with a lightning round, and teams in this round, you'll compete in a visual free-for-all. The first team to ring in will be recognized. The right answer will get you 10 points, but we'll take away 10 points for an incorrect answer or failure to reply. Each team will start the match with 100 points. Now, the lightning round, and all answers begin with the letter P. This disease crippled Franklin D. Roosevelt. St. Ed.
Polio.
Right. The drums and cymbals are part of this section of the orchestra. Mayfield.
Percussion.
All right. Her actions set off the 1955 Montgomery bus boycott. Mayfield.
Rosa Parks.
Right. The chemical symbol for the element lead. St. Ed's.
PB.
The capital city of Haiti. Mayfield.
Port-au-Prince.
A chess player can open the game by moving this piece. St. Edward.
Pawn.
Pawn is right. In 1961, the U.S. aided an invasion. Mayfield.
Bay of Pigs.
Right. Insulin is produced by this gland. St. Edward.
Pituitary.
No, pancreas. In 1909, he and Matthew Henson discovered the North Pole.
Perry.
Right. And legendary black pitcher joined Cleveland Indians at age 42. St. Edward.
Page. Satchel Paige.
Satchel Paige is right. That's the end of the round. We'll have our first electronic challenge run, and also we'll meet our team members in just a minute. But first of all, let's check the ladder of our Super Bowl scoreboard. And in first place is Copley with 705 points. Our Lady of the Elms in Akron, 660. And Lake Catholic, 625. Now, teams, these are the scores that you need to beat to make it to our Super Bowl program at the end of the season. And I want to invite you to stay tuned because there's a whole lot more of Academic Challenge coming your way right after this for the eliminator.
Boy, is it dark. Ow! Thanks. Here's another bright idea from the SmartWatt. Smart lights. Economical low-voltage outdoor lighting that turns itself on at dusk and off at dawn, automatically. Or motion-sensitive lighting.
And national championships. And in 6 of the last 10 years, the school has also earned state hockey and wrestling championship titles. St. Edward's offers its students an extensive student retreat and peer ministry program. Paul Burkhart provided this video for us. Mayfield High School, home of the Wildcats, serves some 1,600 students in grades 8 through 12. Stanley Sidlecki, each question is worth 10 points, plus we have a bonus question on the board. Any team that lands on that bonus square gets one additional question. The correct answer earns 20 points, and there are no penalties in this round. All right, let's meet the students, first of all, from St. Edward and Lakewood, and Captain Ed.
My name is Ed Stash. I'm a senior at St. Edward High School. I plan to attend either Fordham or DePaul University next year. I'm a member of the Respect Life and St. Edward Council on World Affairs. I also enjoy cycling.
All right, Ed and Jason.
I'm a senior at St. Edward High School. I'm a member of the marching band, concert band, and jazz band. I'm vice president of the Science and Technology Club, and I help build sets for the Edwardian players. Next fall, I plan to attend Case Western Reserve University to study computer science.
Okay, Jason, and our third team member is Russell.
Hi, I'm Russell Carlton. I'm a sophomore. I'm active in student council. I'm also a member of the yearbook and newspaper staffs. I'm in the Latin club, and outside of school, my interests include baseball and working with children.
Okay, time to get underway now with your first round, St. Edward. So, Ed, it's up to you to make that determination by pushing that button, and we come up with your pick, and this makes it easy for you to start. And you can pick from time and place, sports, famous people, trivia, math, literature, or history.
Trivia.
Trivia. Okay. Sometimes easy, sometimes not. The Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico were discovered after a cowboy saw what sort of flying mammals, which often live in caves, flying from a hole in the ground?
Bats.
All right. The modern Bible scholar Elias Bickerman has tried to win scholarly bickering about which book of the Bible, named for the Hebrew prophet who survived in a lion's den.
Daniel.
All right, most birds travel in flocks, but a group of hawks is given what other name suggesting a plaster form for a broken leg?
Cast.
Cast. Scientists are optimistic about a new vaccine being developed to prevent the tropical disease spread by a mosquito.
Malaria.
Right? If your English teacher advises you to diversify and vivify your writing, you could point out that those words derive not from English, but from what language of ancient Rome?
Latin.
Right. On the squares where modern chess sets have bishops, many ancient chess sets had pieces representing what pachyderm, the largest land animal still in existence?
Elephant.
Is absolutely right. You got them all. Good start. 200 points. Now we go over to Mayfield. And let's
Toronto.
U.S. patent number 2. Round, and teams in this round, correct answers are worth 10 points, but will take away 10 points for incorrect answers or failures to reply. So let's take a look now at our first picture. A scholarly magazine once printed upside down. This Kandinsky lithograph, which is appropriately titled Yellow, Red, and What Other Primary Color? Say that. Blue. That's right. On this outline map of Sri Lanka, the island's west coast has a star to mark what capital city of that Asian republic? Mayfield.
Colombo.
These are just a few of the ships that took part in the Gala 1825 opening of what New York State Canal? Northwest.
Erie.
That's right. The opera Cavalleria Rusticana is full of smoldering passions, which is okay, because the opera is set on what large Italian island where Mount Etna also smolders? Mayfield.
Sicily.
Of these three chemical compounds, which one is the formula for the bleaching agent sodium peroxide? St. Edward.
NH02. NH2O2.
Yes, that's the one. Lily, such as these are said to have sprung from the tears of Eve when she was forced to leave what garden, also known as Paradise? Mayfield.
Eden.
Eden, is it? Peering at You is in this 1951 portrait is what Anglo-American poet, the author? Mayfield.
T.S. Eliot.
That's right. This muted picture of Valparaiso Harbor is by what artist better known for a picture of his mother? St. Edward.
Whistler.
Right. Although it lacks a driver, this 1930s toy automobile has in its back seat a toy model of what dictator? The leader of Germany's Nazi party? St. Edward.
Hitler.
That's it. Next we see the proposed flag for Grand Colombia, a short-lived confederation established under the leadership of what liberator from Venezuela? St. Edward.
Simon Bolivar.
That is exactly right, and that's the end of the round. We'll be back with our
on Academic Challenge will receive a photograph of their team as they appear on the show and an Academic Challenge t-shirt. In addition, the winner of this program will receive a plaque commemorating their victory.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge, and now, teams, it's time for our second electronic challenge round. In this round, each question now is worth 20 points. There are 6 questions. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly will gain 25 bonus points. And the lights are in motion now. Team number 1 once again, St. Edward. So, Ed, what will it be this time? We push of the button, we find what's wrong here. And this one is usually kind of fun. Change one word to make the following statements correct. In 1793, Eli Yale invented the cotton gin.
Whitney.
Herman Melville wrote the story Rosebud.
Moby Dick.
Now I'm hearing all kinds of things. I want one answer.
Moby Dick.
No. We want Billy Budd. The War of the Dandelions took place in 15th century England.
Roses.
Roses. Admiral Farragut said, damn the traffic, full speed ahead.
Torpedoes.
The ancient city of Pompeii was destroyed when Mount Rushmore erupted.
Vesuvius.
One of the earliest battles of the Civil War took place at Bull Moose.
Bull Run.
Bull Run. That's it. That's the end of the round, and 350 points. Now we come back to Mayfield. To our Super Bowl program, and now let's recap the scores for tonight's match. And in third place, is Northwest with 230 points, and with Mayfield with 340, and St. Edward with 350. Now, in the grab bag, teams gain 20 points for each correct answer, miss or fail to answer, and 20 points are deducted. And also, teams will have some visual questions for you as we go along. Here we go. Publishers have ordered a 50,000-copy first printing of Kevin Corn's new book about what university, a football power located in South Bend, St. Edward.
Notre Dame.
Right. In 1741, Richard Walker wrote a detailed description of what ailment, then common among sailors on long voyages, that was Mayfield.
Scurvy?
Scurvy. 75% of what number is equal to 450? St. Edward.
600.
Yes. On your monitor, in this medieval manuscript, the artist uses as a symbol for Christ what same colorful birds that ancient Greeks associated with Juno?
Cardinal?
Northwest, no, peacocks. Many flags have 5-pointed stars, but what number of points are on the Star of David that appears on the Israeli flag, St. Edward?
6.
Is right. In the 6th century, Bishop Gregory of Tours gave the name Rubiola to what bright star that also has a canine name? Mayfield.
Sirius?
Which of the following elements contributes the least number of atoms per molecule of soap? Carbon, hydrogen, or sodium? St. Edward.
Hydrogen.
Sodium. The long-tailed broadbill on your monitor usually lives in a clan of up to 30 birds. And these birds' clans may be found in the forest of what Southeast Asian country whose capital is Kuala Lumpur? Mayfield.
Nepal?
No, Malaysia. Now, it's in a museum, but the Da Vinci's painting Mona Lisa once hung in the bedroom of what French Sun King? Mayfield.
Louis the 14th?
Yep. Once a minister himself, it's appropriate that what African-American author turned to spirituals for such book titles as Go Tell It on the Mountain? Mayfield.
Nelson Mandela?
James Baldwin. Your height might be measured from head to toe, but the phrase the length of the back is used for measuring what stringed instruments made by the Stradivari family in Italy, St. Edward?
Violins.
All right. On your monitor again, looking almost like an Impressionist painting, this is an evening photograph of the Ambassador Bridge linking Detroit with what O-initialed Canadian province? St. Edward?
Ontario.
All right. Houses in Lynchburg, Pennsylvania are beginning to crack and sink as the town is located over an abandoned mine that once produced what fuel? St. Edward?
Coal.
In a fine example of free enterprise, the sculptor James Tassie made and sold plaster medallions of what Scottish economist who wrote The Wealth of Nations? Mayfield?
Adam Smith.
All right. Plato's idea of perfection was what geometric figure whose area is found with the formula pi r squared? St. Edward?
What is a circle?
Circle, is it? This is a photograph on your monitor now of Jupiter being orbited by what largest moon? A satellite with a 2-letter name. Northwest? All right. If you were granted an audience with the current monarch of Spain, you would be meeting with what king, St. Edward?
Juan Carlos.
Okay, although paratroopers are not lightweights.
Juan Carlos.
Okay, although paratroopers are not lightweights, Bob Minnick's book about the 101st Airborne Division is named for what metric weight unit that equals 1,000 grams? St. Edward.
Kilogram.
Okay. John C. Calhoun's views on states' rights were shared by what South Carolina senator whose name is associated with an 1830s debate with Daniel Webster? Mayfield. Need an answer? Don't have it? Robert Young Hayne. Commonly called a thermos bottle, this type of vacuum flask was earlier named for what Scottish chemist who invented it in 1892? Dewar, the Dewar flask. Many young men acted on Horace Greeley's advice to go west and settle on inexpensive public land made available by what act? All right, right at the buzzer, St. Edward.
The Oklahoma Land Act.
No, we needed the Homestead Act. That's the final buzzer. That's the end of the game. Okay, that was a good game tonight. Let's take a look at our final scores. And first of all, in third place, we have Northwest. And in second place, Mayfield. And tonight's winner with 490 points, St. Edward High School from Lexington. Now let's take a quick look at our Super Bowl scoreboard. See if the teams have a big enough score to make it on the ladder. Did they? Well, they did well, but not quite tonight. Be sure to join us next week when we'll have students from Coventry, North Ridgeville, and Rocky River. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time in the next edition of Academic Challenge. Thanks for joining us. I'm Don West. We'll see you next time.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by the Illuminating Company.